speak with that.
You can speak, no issue.
You can speak with that.
Better.
Okay, this express insertion is just an extension of the routine trabeculectomy, and all the initial steps are as we perform a routine trabeculectomy. First, the conjunctival peritomy is done. This is a fornix-based conjunctival peritomy, and then a rectangular flap, scleral flap is made, similar to that made in trabeculectomy. The crescent is being used to dissect a uniform thickness scleral flap, and you have to identify the blue-gray zone. I'll show you later. This is the MMC being applied, the standard dose of 0.2 milligram per ml for 2 minutes. You can see the gray-white junction, the junction of the sclera and the cornea, where a 26G needle is used to enter the anterior chamber, and this is where the express implant will be placed. That's the express implant. You have to tilt it sideways, insert it because there is a guard. So if you go in straight, it will not go in. So tilt it sideways, insert it and release. That's how simple is it. Check the flow and tie the pre-placed sutures, same as in trabeculectomy. So all the steps are the same as in trabeculectomy, just instead of the sclerostomy, instead of the iridectomy, the express is inserted. So it results in better control of the intraocular pressure. There is no sudden, not better control intraocular pressure, better control of the anterior chamber. The AC doesn't collapse suddenly. That's the huge advantage. The next day the eye is totally quiet. This procedure is especially useful in high myopes where there is very high risk of sudden chamber collapse.
It doesn't start. It will never start.
So that's the express, that's the glaucoma filtration device you can see. And 2 releasable sutures are placed.
Okay, that was quick. So what's the comparative thing, between, you wanted to say only how to insert, but no the message?
No, the message is this, if you compare it with a trabeculectomy, when we do a sclerostomy, there is a sudden collapse of the anterior chamber. But in this, the only advantage is the anterior chamber does not collapse because you're not puncturing the anterior chamber, you're not making any opening in the anterior chamber. So that's a very big advantage in high risk cases, where if there is advanced glaucoma cupping, sudden AC collapse should be avoided. That's an advantage.
What is the reduction in IOP you found?
The reduction in
average?
IOP is exactly equivalent to that in a trabeculectomy.
And complication rates, what are
Complication rates are absolutely, they are very less. The routine complications of the MMC could be found, but the next day post-op, the anterior chamber is more formed. I have just seen one case of very shallow anterior chamber post-op routine, but otherwise none of my cases have got shallow ACs.
Dr. Alka, how many cases have you done?
I have done 35 cases.
Okay, so let me tell you my experience.
Yes, sir.
There can be a migration of these express valve, number
Yes,
one. And number two, if the patient has got glaucoma, so there might be some amount of weakness at this blue zone, and then it collapses. It is very difficult to put it inside, and then ultimately, what I find that my conclusion is I'll not do it anymore. I must have done around about 45, 50 cases. I think I started 4 years back.
What I feel is these are good in, I have found the best results in high myopes where the sclera is thin, and a trabeculectomy is very dangerous in those cases.
Why do you call it dangerous, madam?
Dangerous in the sense, more chances of shallow ACs.
You can gradually.
Yes, in good hands, the trabeculectomy is equally wonderful. Yes, of course.
Okay.
AC is usually deep in myopes.
I think it's quite expensive. I have no knowledge about it. The express.
It is expensive. I think it's about 29,000 or something.
I do not know.
Not
I have no
recommended in
clue
India.
whatsoever. But I understand that it's quite inexpensive.
It is. 35 maybe, yes.
And they say it is MRI compatible.
They
This
say,
is what
yes.
they say.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.